Welcome, beautiful souls. So, hot tip for everyone today. So, welcome. I'm Kathleen from Awakening Meraki. Now, the hot tip is this: that energetic wall that is in between you and your physical twin is yours to own as the divine feminine. That is your energetic wall. And the masculine has a role to play, and they're playing it unconsciously. However, they can't play that role when we're not playing ours. And I know this is really hard to wrap yourself around, but the facts are that this is all about energy. It's got nothing to do with what's playing out in the 3D, other than that's a big reflection back to you and what's in that energetic wall. So own your own own your own energetic wall and see it for what it truly is. It's not their energetic wall, it is yours. This is where the power lies, okay? When we say it's theirs, we're putting the power outside of ourselves. Put it back within you. Learn how to transmute and alchemize, and you will see things shift. It will start shifting within you internally first, and then you will see the universe will reflect back, not just within the twin, but it will reflect in all aspects of your life. This journey is here to help you see the parts of yourself that you have denied, the parts where you've lashed out, the parts where you've retreated back, the parts where you've felt not chosen, where you've not felt good enough, where you have been craving for somebody just to choose you and love you. This journey is going to flip all of that on its head, and it's going to push you to come inwards. And this is why we have this reflection. And yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable, but you've got to get real with yourself on this journey. You've got to drop your stories. You've got to stop blaming the masculine. They're playing a role, and you are the awakened one. You are the one that has the power here. The divine feminine, the keys have been handed to you. When your masculine came in, they handed you the keys and said, right, let's get to work. All of this was done at a subconscious level, of course. The soul comes in, the soul magnetized in another with an opposing polarity of you in. We all know what that does. It does this, and this is that first meet is like, that is what's to come. In fact, it's better, and I'll tell you why it's better. Because you feel amazing, you feel divine, you feel like you've got your life in order, you feel for the first time in your whole life that you don't need anything outside of you, and that's where the power sits. So I just really want to encourage everyone, if you are struggling on this journey, you don't need to. The soul hasn't magnetized in this other version for you to sit in pain and agony. Use that as fuel to learn to be your very own alchemist. You are your own self-healer. You don't need anyone outside of you to go through this process. Yes, we need support and people to help us along this journey. I absolutely needed it. Otherwise, we feel like we're going crazy. You know, it's a very lonely journey at times, and it needs to be, because you're not going to see the wall and what's in behind the wall unless you go deep within. And so yes, we are taken typically out of it's like the divine feminine is put into this protective little shell and said, go over here, you can come out and play every now and then. And but the divine wants you to come into this beautiful frequency of unconditional love, wants you to know that you are actually naturally abundant, that you are divine. But we can't see that within ourselves when the energetic wall is up. So the wall must come down first, and it is your wall. It is not anyone else's responsibility. Do not put that responsibility onto the masculine. They have their own process to go through. They want to be with you, but they can't get to you while this wall is there. This connection is divine. Now, anyone that says to you, I've read some comments just recently. Someone put on my page, I think, sorry, on YouTube channel, are you sure this is not demonic? Do I look demonic? I think that prior to the awakening, I was probably a little demonic, to be fair, but not anymore, not at all. There's nothing demonic about this whatsoever. it can appear like there's something taking over us at the beginning, and it is. It's your soul revving you up to clear all the density out of you so you can come into this goddess divine frequency. No, this is not demonic. This is beautiful. This is a journey of coming back home. This is a journey coming back to source. And the reason why we feel so disconnected and that longing and that missing is because we're disconnected from our truth, which is source energy, which is your soul, which is your twin flame. Your soul is your twin flame. So when you're feeling lonely, come inwards, tap in here, get to know your twin inside of you. And we're not talking the physical. You are one beautiful energetic being, and you must collapse that wall. Try to take out the hurt and the pain that we're projecting onto the masculine, because they're really just showing you stuff. You know, when I look back on my own journey, I was actually never needed or wanted anything from the masculine. Like, if we're really honest with ourselves, we never wanted that. I didn't even want a relationship. I didn't want any of that. But I knew that we were meant to be one. But all this stuff was just rising and spewing out of me. And it was showing me me. And so it's those patterns that we need to let go of. They're not who you are. They don't define you. And when you see the patterns and you can balance that out, you just, you come into this very graceful, elegant, serene, energetic space, and you both do, and it's beautiful. You share the same consciousness. So just get super clear on this. You share the same consciousness. Your soul is consciousness. So you will pick up on thoughts and feelings. I did a massive video yesterday. I didn't add that in there, but I should have. But on the 10 signs that you will be feeling energetically. But just know that your soul is orchestrating this, okay? The masculine is literally responding to the soul's energy, and this is your divine truth. This is what you've come here to do, to bring peace and balance and harmony and contribute to humanity. But you must find that within yourself first and realize that you never actually wanted anything from them to begin with. You just had all this fear and anxiety, which was manifesting as if you wanted something, and you don't. You just wanted to come home to yourself. How do you know who you are unless you have learned to dismantle that energetic wall? So last, final word, it is your wall. It is not theirs. You are here to transmute and alchemize it. They can't play their role when we don't fully step into ours as the alchemist. If you want to see them really in their stunning divine masculine energy, then you must come into your beautiful divine feminine energy and learn to really hold this frequency, and you will, so long as you go all in. It only takes one twin to do this work, because you mirror each other. So when one chooses to go on this path, even though you're on it, but when you choose to go all in and invest in yourself and get out of that suffering and out of that pain, the other will reflect it back. The other thing that I would like to just quickly finish with, this is important, this is a big one. You want to do this irrespective of the physical, because the physical is not always going to be on this planet. And I do work with people where this has happened and they are really struggling. And when you're in soul, you won't struggle. And some of them are coming into soul and they're starting to feel a lot better. So the soul is what you're missing. The energy is what you're missing, your source energy. It's not the physical vessel. So it's just a really important message that I just wanted to finish off on today. Not to trigger people, but just to have some very strong resonance that when you're in soul and you're in your beautiful frequency, you are not missing anything in the physical. Anyway, as always, sending so much love.